In this video, we'll discuss what affects current, or in other words, what causes a current to change. Let me read these purple words. You will definitely have an MCAS question that asks how you could increase or decrease the current in a circuit, or what some change in the circuit will do to the current. In short, you'll need to understand at least once, maybe twice in the test, what things can change current. Let's examine that. Let's look at Ohm's law. V equals IR. What two things affect current? There's current right there. What other two things are in the formula? That and that. Let's make it a little easier on ourselves. Let's look at this version of the formula. Remember, we can change it to that version, and then ask that same question. What two things affect current? Now there's current. What two things can cause current to change? Well, it's not rocket science, is it? Voltage, V. If you change that number, you would change that number. Same thing for resistance. If you change R, you'll change that. So the two things that can affect current are voltage, V, and the resistance, R. Before you go on, here's your code. Affects current. There's an S in there. Affects current. Of course, then, I just saying here what I said on the last slide. Of course, voltage, V, and resistance, R, they affect current, don't they? Alright. Now, you don't need a formula to do this. You'll probably just rely on your common sense. Let's go through voltage and resistance, and just using our common sense, determine how they affect current. Well, more voltage, look at voltage first, more voltage, we get that from a battery in this course. So we'll see the battery puts more electrons onto the circuit. Remember, that's what a battery does. It's like an electron pump. So if we have more voltage, more electrons are going on, so what does that do to current? More electrons going on in the circuit? That's obviously more current, isn't it? Now if we say less voltage, that's fewer electrons being put on the circuit by the battery. That, common sense wise, is going to be less current, isn't it? So the more voltage, the more current. The less voltage, the less current. On resistance, well, what is resistance? It is resistance to current. It opposes current. So right there, just from the definition of resistance, resist current, you know that more resistance is less current, isn't it? If you have more resistance to current, you're going to have less current. And then down here, less resistance, well, that's easy too. Okay? So it's pretty much common sense, isn't it? More voltage, more current. More resistance, less current. And vice versa for both of them. Alright, let's continue here. We're almost done. Here's a small exercise. Let's say we have 3 batteries. 6 volt, 9 volt, and 12 volt. Let's say, which one of those is going to create the most current, the high current? Well, that's going to be our 12 volt battery, isn't it? Which one the lowest current? That's going to be 6 volt, isn't it? Okay? And then, of course, the medium current is the one here in the middle. More voltage, more current. Less voltage, less current. Over here in resistance, let's see. Which one of these will have the least current? Now, resistance is resistance to current. So where is there the most resistance? That'll be least, right? Isn't there the most resistance there? Yes, that'll be our low current. There's more resistance to current. How about our highest? Well, isn't that the least resistance? There's less resistance here, so it'll be higher current there. And then, of course, this guy in the middle is medium current, isn't it? So again, it's not rocket science. More voltage, more current. Less voltage, less current. More resistance, that is more resistance to current, less current. Less resistance, more current. I think that's about it. No, actually, here's our summary. Increase voltage, increase current, right? Reduce resistance, that also increases current. Reduce voltage, fewer electrons on the circuit. Reduce current. Increase resistance, more resistance to current. Reduce current. That's it. Bye.